call this meeting to order at 7 p.m. and establish a quorum with Ken Knight, Chris Howard, Todd Summers, Jerry, Abigail. Brain fall. Having a meeting at 7 p.m. after you've been working all day is not the greatest thing sometimes.
Yeah, I feel you.
Also present, our bookkeeper, Nancy.
Whoever she is.
Just watch your name down there.
Appreciate our citizen being here. Aren't you on?
I have the whole
ESD4.
I was going to say you're ESD4 now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Congratulations, I guess.
Thank you. This will be entertaining anyway.
Not as much as y'all's were, but
the minutes were put out to everyone in advance. Did everybody have a chance to read those? Do we need to make any corrections to those? Discussion on those? If not, I'll accept a motion to approve the minutes in the previous meeting.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Thank you. That leads us to the treasurer's report. Ms. Nancy.
Okay. You have your treasurer's report for December. Still not a lot of money came in December, but we got a huge deposit that came in around the 10th of the month. So total year to date, $21,009 that came in, and current. 4,000 in the delinquent, and the penalty and interest is $1,176. Property, so total property tax is just $27,000, but we received deposit about $339,000. So that's going to bring it up a little bit.
Nice.
Everybody paying before the end of December, 1st of January. The sales tax total for the year is $143.80. That other income was additional money that on property that they get, that people pay too much and they hold it for 2 years or something like that, and then they give it to us, and that's our portion of it. The expenses are all pretty normal. We had one payment to the ESD1. We paid for the one of the DVFT audits for $11,000. So everything else is pretty much the same. You'll see that our insurance was a little over what we had expected. It's $7,071. That was because of the additional insurance that we added after the first amount was figured. And so that makes $253,000 for total expenses. Of course, that puts us in the red, at this time of the year, because we still haven't got the revenue coming in to take care of it. So we're $84,000 in the red. Those figures that are there below that it's not what was spent this year so far. It was just so that you could see what we had accumulated or set forth for the other expenses that we might have. On the back, I show the INS account. We still are getting a little bit of money in, very little for this year, but we got another large amount. And this is all money that is due to us for previous years, delinquent taxes for previous years. So our total funds that we have in the bank is $522,000. Our sales tax revenue that came in for December came in actually the 1st of January was $63,000. And you'll notice our bills there. We'll go over a couple of them just so that you know that Armstrong Bond Associated, that is for our audit that they have finished. They'll bring it to our next meeting, and we had talked about whether to have them come this meeting or wait, and they preferred to wait, and we felt like that was just fine. So that's the bill for our audit, which went fast and was done real well. The alert lock and key, that $7,700 is what was approved for the work done here. The second one is for a yearly air access fee that has to be paid. That is something you need to approve, and you can talk about it in a minute after I go over the rest of these. And then the second quarter payment from the ESD1 And then Zoll Medical, that's for the cardiac monitor. It shows $31,304. It is not all of the amount. We had approved $40,000. And Chief might want to speak to that, but there is an additional amount that they didn't include on this bill.
That they didn't include?
They did not include.
So is that an amendment that we have to do to the budget?
So you approved the total of the $40,000. The initial bill invoice that came in the mail through Zoll was for the 31. That did not include the service plan, the 5-year service plan. So we'll just have to pay those separate.
Oh.
So pay the initial $40,000 for the monitor itself, and then I'll get them tomorrow to send the invoice, and we can get the rest paid.
Yeah, y'all have, you've already approved the full amount.
Right,
so
yeah.
it's just going to come in 2 invoices.
Okay.
This invoice that we had did have sales tax on it, but we'll just send them a sales exemption.
And the yearly air access fee, what is
For alert.
$538 for the alert lock?
That's for the service for the building, for the doors. That's a yearly plan.
Ah, okay. For just these doors that they did the security stuff on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Air meaning like internet, Wi-Fi? Is that, okay.
So we have
access through the cloud to change it, make any changes.
So we have all that access now through the cameras.
Correct. The one thing I need to get from all of you after the meeting is the last 4 of your social for access.
So we
When
can
you
have
come up,
access
you
to
get
it.
punched in.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So we shouldn't have anybody else having access to that nowadays, right?
No, it's just the operations employees.
Okay.
And any firefighters that help us out from ESD1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to, out of the treasurer's report, something that's additional that we had not approved was the $538.45, correct?
Yes, and other than you knew what the audit was going to be, but we
Right.
didn't actually approve that bill. So that
Okay.
would be the 11. So if you want to approve it all, it's all going to be
Yeah, it's all going to be part of it.
$271,000.
So I would just ask, is there any discussion about the audit fee or any discussion on the air access fee?
Oh, we're not telling that. I just have a question about something else.
Well, you can, and anything else.
Okay. This was brought up at Ford's meeting the other night. I was just kind of curious how we do how do we pay the utilities on? We don't. I mean, it's just basically the utilities come in and you write checks.
I don't write checks. We approved quite some time ago to take care of monthly utility bills with an ACH that comes where they have our account with it.
So it's just a direct bill.
Yes. So they all the ones that are at the top: Medina Electric, Yancey Water, AT&T, and Republic Service. Those right there are the ones that come directly to the bank, and they're paid directly out of the bank, and then I just record them.
Okay.
That's why I put the dates that they're paid right there beside them. So like,
okay.
Paid on the 15th, and
Yeah, I don't remember when, but it was a while back. She brought it to our attention. We're like, I don't see why we couldn't do it that way.
Because we
It's
couldn't.
a lot easier.
Many of them were due before we had
Right.
a meeting, and we didn't know what they were to approve them the month before.
So there's no issue with that through the.
No. Now, there was talk about canceling the AT&T whenever we get that other thing set up, so we'll need to know when to do that.
Yeah.
And another thing too is that whenever bills like this have gone up for whatever reason, it's always been brought to our attention, like Republic for Waste.
Yes, all
We
that.
ended up
It was
renegotiating that,
Right.
so it's pretty carefully.
That's
Now, the
Ken's
electric
job to
bill is down.
renegotiate that.
The electric bill had been running over $1,000, sometimes $1,200, and it's been down for the last couple of months.
That's great.
I'm guessing that has to do with the school not going on.
Could be.
Just for the number of hours and times, and if they were here running extra power.
Probably.
He's making the firefighters wear their bunker gear to turn the thermostat off.
Turn it off. That's it.
These are actually
Extra
sleeping
clothes.
bags. I do have a question
Yes.
on. So now we're finishing up our Armstrong with our audit, and we're still finishing up with the DFD, right?
DFD.
And the audit for 23-24 is nearly finished, and then they will do 24-25, and that'll be the final audit as the volunteer fire department, as it was before.
Right. So now we have ESD1 that's contracted with us. Do we have to do an audit do we have to audit them? Just like we did the other one. That's a question
Well, it depends on the contract, what the contract says.
Do we have a contract yet?
We have an interlocal agreement, sir.
You have it in the
I understand that.
I would say, Ken,
You're
that
not allowed to have a contract.
if we wanted anything, and I don't know what's in the contract, so I'm just going to say if it's not in the contract and we wanted it, they get it audited every year anyways. So you could always just ask for a copy of their audit.
right.
Normally,
Just like us as an ESD, they're getting audited everywhere. The fire volunteer fire department was not necessarily required by law to be audited every
Right.
year.
but we started.
So we started that process.
The reason I was asking, that's going to be a savings we will enjoy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that we do, and probably the ESD might be the same thing, or ESD1, like when we had our note with the bank, we always provided them, it was part of the deal, we provide them with the annual audit, so we always got extra copies of the audit, took them a copy of it, anybody that you owe a large note or something with. So that might be where they just put it on their, notes that they would provide us with the audit, the annual audit each year, since they're doing it anyway.
Right. Okay.
I think it would
Any further discussion?
cost us a lot to audit all of ESD1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once,
They're already
Let
having
them
their
take
own
care of
audit.
it.
so that the alert lock and key, that 77, that was to get the doors all set up, and then after that we'll just have a yearly fee of $538. Correct. Okay. Do we have the cardiac monitor inside on site on truck now?
It's on the truck.
Good. Working?
Working.
Have we had to use it already?
Yes.
Have we? Man, that's awesome. I think I'm glad we got that. Is great. I mean, I'm sure you're going to tell us, but I had to ask. Got ahead of myself. Sorry.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the treasurer's report and pay the bills in the amount of $275,000, $347.67.
I'll second.
And we're done.
I have a motion and a second to approve the treasurer's bill and pay the report. So I was, all those in favor, any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carries. Thank you. Okay. Devine Volunteer Fire Department. I'm sorry. Yep. Skipping ESD1, financial report, run report, all the above. Yep.
All right, financial report. Since October, we had a budget of $580,000 for payroll expenses. We have utilized $145,909.68 for operations, $19,398.10 for administrative payroll, and $25,594.83 for benefits. The total on that is $185,499.96.
So if y'all notice in front of you, you have a actual versus the same one we always give y'all. Then we have the one that Abigail requested for the yearly itemized. So now you have both of them that you can look at, and any questions?
That
Powers
was,
can answer.
That's just.
Yes.
that 1 year to date is the budget that they, and according to the contract, they provide us with the budget. It actually is supposed to be provided before we set the contract amount.
Oh, okay. No.
But we just
had to rush it.
We had to rush that.
Yeah, we rushed it. Get everybody.
And I think, Ken, initially when we had the initial meeting, we went over the itemized budget. And that's
Yes.
what you have to face. Good.
So would these match the actual, or I guess the budget totals would match with this one? Obviously, the actual doesn't.
With the budget totals.
I'm trying to find it. Total 898, 898, 553. There we go. That helps. That makes sense. I got it.
Any discussion on that, Brad, before we move on?
You have more?
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm saying with
Yeah.
No, with
with Chief
financial.
Powers.
Annual operations budget?
We need to approve this at some point.
Okay. Is that on the agenda?
It is. It's under A. Do you want to do the rest of your report? And then
Oh,
we'll do
sure.
A? Okay.
The annual?
Yes, sir.
Administrative duties included doing QA, QI on our fire reports. Every month I go through every single one of them, make sure they're clear and concise and ready to push through to in-person. One thing this month that was different, I sat down with our IT guy and we started developing some plans for station communication improvements. So the lights that we've talked about, the lights and enunciation in each dorm room, that way each person can have a different tone come to their room. So if EMS gets toned out, they have a different tone, which doesn't wake up the fire guys. So we're working through that. It's just initial right now. So we had the maintenance requirements for our ESD2 apparatus. There's just usual stuff that we got to work through. One thing we have set up for next month is pump testing. Attended the monthly chiefs meeting. That's where the assistant chief, the battalion chiefs from ESD1, the Hondo chief, and myself sit down. Any improvements we can make for the month, where we're at, how the people are working, etc. Sat through the security door completion. Those obviously have been finished. There's some stuff we need to do now with access. Pre-fire planning documentation. Since we started in October, we have 31 businesses that we've pre-fire planned, got out with the public, visited, and see where everybody's at with their businesses. Kind of some of the PR stuff goes with that as well. Put in the SFFMA department head paperwork. That way anything with the SFFMA comes directly to me and I can approve.
What's that? What is that?
So that's the volunteer certifications.
Oh, yes.
Texas Forestry Service, I put in the paperwork for a department chief contact form. That's anything with grants. If a grant comes through, I can have access to it. I'm the head on that, and I can bring it to you for approval. For operations and training, in December we had 11 dual certified personnel, that's firefighter EMT and firefighter paramedic, completed 201 total hours of combined hands-on and classroom training. 120 of those were fire-related activity. Our two really active volunteers completed 19 hours of fire training.
How many do you have altogether?
What's that?
How many do you have altogether now?
4.
4 altogether.
And one thing I needed to add to that, they contributed 172 hours of work for the month. And if you put a dollar amount on that, that saved the ESD $6,020 if otherwise staffed by full-time employees. So having those guys around is nice.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Much appreciated.
Our units responded to 55 calls for service with an average response time of 8.5 minutes from tone to arrival. For the month, 15 of those were fire-related, including we had one structure fire in which crew contained a fire in a warehouse to one room, potentially saving the entire structure. Status of district assets. Obviously, last month we submitted the rescue truck for auction. We submitted a request for engine 8220 for a part from Siddons. That's that knock sensor that we talked about. So I'm still waiting on them to get back to us. The brush truck, we had an oil change for the engine and the pump. Was long overdue. That pump had some black oil. So we got that done. And as we talked about before, the safety door system install is complete. You asked about the phone system. We do have one of the phones installed in the lieutenant's room right now. After the meeting, I can get the phone number for you. So the IT is going to come out and put the second one installed. He has to run some wires through the ceiling. He's going to drop it down over to there where that other phone was.
Great.
So once the second one's in, we cancel the bill? Or?
You can cancel it now.
And we need to know the number, I guess, for
I
here.
got it right here for you.
Okay.
And that's all I have for the chief's report.
I'm just curious on pre-fire planning, because it always baffled me, you know, at Walmart, put in that big storage tank and all that, but they don't ever keep it full. So it really actually won't operate. And I just found that very interesting. Go look at it, you can see the gauge on the bottom, it's all the way at the bottom. They don't keep it
And then
full.
they were letting
What
it
I was
go.
told is they had to have it for code to get the building built, but they're not required to maintain it. And it's very expensive to maintain it and keep it working, so they just drained it, and it just, the big storage tank on the side.
So you do have, the city of Devine is doing a lot of water updates right now, so that may be why it's not full.
No, it's been that way since about 2 months after they built the store. That's a fact. Once I asked about it, then I was told by the previous chiefs, like, no, it was just an analysis, basically, what it's going to cost them to keep it updated, maintained, and all that. And they just decided not to.
So one of the benefits of the pre-fire plan is we do one on Walmart. Over by the automotive section, there's a hydrant, very poor pressure. So if we ever got a fire there, since we did that pre-fire plan, we know let's not hook into that hydrant because we're going to burn the building down. So we have to access the one on 35, between 35 and the Walmart. That's a good hydrant because it's coming off that main.
Yeah.
So that's one benefit of.
Well, one of the things, again, I was told the whole reason for that storage tank was not necessarily a backup system. It was to provide proper pressure for the sprinkler system.
It's for that fire pump and sprinkler system for there.
Yeah, if you ever go, you can see it when you get off the exit. Just look, you see it's got an exterior gauge, and it's all the way at the bottom.
And that can give us problems because if there is a fire and we want to hook into their sprinkler system, that's just an extra step instead of running that pump in it.
Yeah.
Well, when I was there the other day, they were just letting it all drain out. I mean, it was going out and going into
that's just what I was told. I haven't confirmed it, but I was told by one of the previous fire chiefs that's the reason it's empty, and that they talked to Walmart about it, and they just were not going to maintain it.
All right.
So if that one fire hydrant is not adequate, how do we address that?
It's probably
With the city, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
There's nothing, they're not going to do anything to it, so they tie into the rest of that division back there, whatever they're going to do, and make a loop back there, I would think, somewhere else.
So I would think then it just falls on the city, correct?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Isn't that a liability on their part?
Well, I would say it'd be more, I don't know. I'm just saying if they have that tank that was supposed to be there for code, then I would think Walmart takes responsibility of that. It might be a shared responsibility between Walmart and the city.
So I will give it to the city of Devine. They're doing a lot of improvements on that water system. So
They better be for the amount of they're charging all their
No
customers.
doubt. That's a lie.
they're doing a great job.
And I'm not one of them, but I hear my son griping about it all the time. So, yeah. So, okay. Anything else for Chief Powers?
And
Do you
you
have anything additional?
had one fire truck's down for radiator?
Yes. Sent that email to y'all.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, our maintenance guy is going to come on duty. He's probably going to get it over to Gates and try to get that addressed pretty quick.
All right. We good to move on?
We do need to, and I would like to make a motion, if that's okay, to approve the annual fire operations budget.
All right. I have a motion to approve the annual budget presented by Medina County ESD1 to us. Any discussion? And
I'll second.
Sorry. Do I second?
Sorry.
Any discussion? Nope. You're all in favor. Say aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Say nay. Motion carries. Thank you, Abby. Devine Volunteer Fire Department. I was just going to make a statement here, and you guys obviously chime in however you feel necessary, but we no longer have a contract with Devine Volunteer Fire Department. And so I would propose that they don't need to be on our agenda. We don't need anything from them unless we do. In other words, if we need something from it, you let Abby know, she puts it on the agenda, and we present it to them, make sure they know that it's on the agenda. Because otherwise, we don't have a contract. We don't have a financial obligation to them anymore.
Do we still need to know status of the audits and stuff?
Yes.
Well, those have come through us anyways because we're doing them.
we're doing them, so they come.
We're paying for them.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes.
Okay.
So just on the Devine Volunteer Fire Department side, we had our first meeting December 17th, and we separated all the officer things out. We hired Nancy to be our accountant to help us, and we're working on reconciling all the bills and the bills that weren't paid and going through all that, trying to straighten most of that all out and get that worked out. And then also the big thing is right now is the W-2 forms and everything for the taxes. So we're getting all that worked out. And that's what our goal was, and then that's what we're continuing on this last. We meet the week before this meeting at 6 o'clock. Some of us meet at 6, but we get here as soon as we can. But we try to do it 1 week ahead, so in case y'all need something, we can have it ready for y'all.
And my point also is the people on that board are on this board. So if something needs to be,
They're going to bring it to us.
they're going to bring it up.
Now, the auditor did tell me, I checked with him to make sure, if the board would have been comprised of all our board members, it would have been necessary for our audit to include an audit on them also. But since there's one board member that's not on our board, they will still make mention and bring that in, that 2 board members serve on the board, but it would be a separate audit for them.
Chief Cook knows what he's doing.
Are y'all okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Old business. Security upgrades, I think we've kind of answered that already. Air compressor update.
We're about two or 3 weeks out from taking delivery. Contacted him today. He'll contact me tomorrow, and that way I can get a tracking on it and get an exact date.
Okay. Phone systems, we got that too. We can shut off AT&T. That'll save us a little bit there. Cardiac monitor, we know that's in service and working. That's a good thing. Rescue 8120. That's sold. She's gone.
You said it, what was the dollar amount with that?
$22,505.18. That includes taxes.
Is that the one you need the title for?
Correct.
Going back to volunteer fire department, I brought it up last time that Nancy was doing a lot of work and should be compensated for that. Did y'all work that out?
We hired
That's held in common.
Well, I mean,
Compensated now.
okay. I remember you saying that, but I was thinking like work she did prior to being hired.
When they saw the first bill, I think they were not sure they wanted to.
But she's done a whole lot. So
Yeah, I just brought it up because I saw the work she was doing and felt like she should be compensated for doing it.
Stay in your lane.
All right.
I have a comment, I guess, on the Rescue 8120 update. Abigail asked just now, we need the title for that. We can't find it anywhere.
Oh, great.
So she has some information that would help us file for lost title. If y'all approve that.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to do it?
No. I've done it before. Yeah, you just got to fill out the stuff. And
I guess we can, I don't
now
know.
with the personal, you go show them your ID and stuff. I don't know, how do we prove it's ours here?
Well, I got you covered,
Oh,
sir.
you got it all figured out. then. All right.
She's going to explain.
If y'all would just let me know. What I will need is for the board to move to provide a letter of signature authority on letterhead.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll make that motion.
I can make the letterhead happen, granting me the authority to apply for a certified copy of title.
I'll second.
All right, I have a motion. I have a second.
What she
Further
said.
discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carries. All right. Yeah, there's no telling what that title is. I mean, I don't think we ever touched the title, so I don't know if it's not in a filing cabinet somewhere.
Yeah, there's a file cabinet, a safe in there that has some of them.
They weren't in there, even though stuff was ours. Okay.
Wow.
So, do we get that money when that comes in?
For the selling it. So that'll be credited to the actual, and then when you're invoiced, it'll just be less that amount.
Okay, so what happened to the Explorer then?
Same.
We haven't seen a credit on anything.
Okay, I'll get it addressed.
What did it sell for?
It was $1,800.
I got more than I thought it would.
If it was there, I didn't see it at all.
No engine.
Oh, the engine was blown out, right?
Oh, there was an engine.
There was?
Transmission.
Oh, transmission. Okay. I'd say it got more than I thought it would.
That's good.
All right. Discuss and take possible action to approve selling heavy brush truck engine 8120.
Okay, so you want to? Is that the one we just sold, or this is different?
This is a different brush truck. This is one we have two of.
So let's discuss that, Chief.
Yes.
I think what we did last time is that we agreed to pull all this stuff off of it, as if we were preparing to sell. But we
This is the
haven't.
flat nose.
That was the one we sold.
No, sir, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the one we sold. We did not take any action on the heavy brush yet.
No, we did say they could start pulling the things off of the heavy brush. Or,
I thought we did say that, like they could start stripping it or something.
That was a heavy rescue.
Oh, that was the other one?
The one we sold.
There's a heavy rescue and there's a heavy brush.
We did not.
It's 8120, 8220.
Hang on. Here we go. Rescue 8120.
That's right.
After discussion, rescue.
This is
That's
heavy
rescue,
brush.
and this is the heavy
engine.
brush.
This is the brush.
It's a different one.
Two different trucks.
It's always confused me until they both have the same number.
One's a
No doubt.
rescue.
So the minutes.
I don't know who made that decision.
Say brush.
One's a rescue. That's the one they just got.
That one says rescue, heavy brush, engine, brush.
No, I hear you.
They both have the same numbers.
I get that. I know I was mixed up last time.
No, that's okay.
But for one of the trucks, we said sell it. But for one of the trucks, we said only strip it down. Jeff made a motion to only strip
That
it
was the
down,
rescue truck.
not to sell it.
That was the rescue
That
truck.
was what we took
saw-
off was a rescue. Because it had the struts and the batteries and
But y'all were telling me we already sold it?
Well, they stripped off what they wanted and then sold it.
But we didn't say to sell it.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
That one we did.
You're okay. You're okay.
The rescue engine. The
Yeah.
rescue engine we did. Not the brush.
Not the brush truck.
Oh, goodness.
All right, Chief.
Did you guys read these?
Abby, right here, we got rescue engine, 8120.
Yes.
And then this, now we're talking about a brush truck.
Heavy
Different-
brush truck.
We were talking about a different truck now.
Two different trucks.
Two different trucks.
Okay, but if you look at 8, new business B,
Right.
the minutes say, motion was to strip
Rescue 8120.
down. But you're telling me where I sold it. Take all the tools off
Yeah,
and
this-
get it ready for auction.
But they did that already,
We
and they
approved-
put it on the auction, and it's been
We
sold.
approved to sell it.
That's
that
not
was-
how it's written.
Well, I remember because
Isn't this the one we were worried that people were going to have?
this was the
attachment
sentimental
to?
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
we all
And we said we're not going to take action on it
What
yet.
we said was is if they were sentimental about it, they could bid on it.
And they did.
And
he did.
asked Chief to contact Patrick Dubose about
right.
it, and he was informed, and I've been told through the grapevine that he at least put a bid on it.
Yes.
That's right.
But he didn't buy it.
Here's the thing. So I typed these up word for word, and whenever I hear "get it ready for auction," that doesn't mean sell it.
Okay.
So I just misunderstood the consensus of the board. That's all that happened.
No, I get
So that
that.
I was like, wait a minute, what are we talking about?
Okay.
I figured we were going to sell it tonight, but
They
all
got it
those,
ready, and
all those R's and E's
Yeah.
and all that stuff does throw me for a loop. That's for sure. So they got it ready and they sold
And
it,
sold
and that's what everybody but me thought was going to happen.
That's right, because you wasn't going to vote on it.
I know. I was like, I don't want to.
We approved to sell
I did not
David.
want to sell it
People were,
until the next meeting.
He was okay.
It's
yeah,
okay.
they were akin to the idea that there was possible sentimental value for somebody in the community, and they were informed that it was going up for sale, and so that's all we did.
It's okay.
Okay. So now,
I'm not mad.
I'll ask Chief Powers to just tell us why he wants to sell the heavy brush truck engine 8120.
So I think they had a habit of just gathering a lot of equipment and apparatus prior to us coming. This is something that we have two of. I don't think we need two of them. The one that we want to keep, our inside maintenance person can work on that one a lot easier than the flat nose.
Okay.
So that'll cut down on some maintenance costs. And truthfully, we don't move it. It's not getting used.
So on a large fire, brush fire, y'all wouldn't use Joe, what, you'd use that one, plus then you already have somebody else to respond for mutual aid?
I mean, we still have one that we can take.
Rule 1, but I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of the brush fires I know before, they would attack with both sides, flanking on both sides.
And we have the
Try to
other,
knock that down that way.
the regular brush truck for that also.
Okay.
And this is the one where we said to keep the older one because it's easier to repair.
Correct.
That is right.
Yeah, the parts are readily available, and I don't think the one that we want to get rid of has CTIS, does it? So CTIS is a way that they can dial down the air pressure in the tires. So when they get over to a place like around my neighborhood, Great Oaks, they can dial down that air pressure to give them more traction. They float on the sand and not dig in. The other one doesn't have that. So,
What do you think, Jeff? You had
Well, he answered the question. They have and it makes sense too that you'd have I guess you'd call it a fast attack brush truck, lighter weight,
Yep.
to jump into the farther into the sand.
okay.
And then the other one, we could back it up. Our old days was one was to get in there to fight the fire, the other one was to pull the other one out or get it unstuck. Or to try to flank it side by
It
side.
still happens nowadays too.
Well, it's still going to happen.
Yes, it still happens.
Yeah.
So that makes sense to me that as long as they have two on the ground that can attack the fire, because if the wind changes, you want to be on the opposite side of it, so I can see that would work.
Blackjack's sugar sand is unforgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And has no bottom.
Yep. That ain't no lie.
oh, it does. It finds the frame.
Okay, then I'll accept a motion to approve the selling of heavy brush truck engine 8120.
I make a motion to sell the heavy brushed engine 8120.
I have a motion.
Can we amend it to do the same thing we did the other, just strip it down? I'm sure they're going to strip it down to everything that they want off of it.
Sure.
And that really means sell.
Strip it down.
Strip it down and
Sell.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're
We're selling it.
I got you.
Is there much you can take
Sell
off
it.
of that one?
Not much.
Not much. Are y'all
Not much
selling the
to strip
pump
down.
too and everything to go with it? Is it all
We
going as a unit?
I know we're waiting for a second, but we didn't have no new tires just put on that truck or anything like that. Did
The
we?
only thing we had was new batteries.
Can you swap
And
somewhere
it's still
around?
having battery issues.
Oh, it is.
Or alternator issues, maybe.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Say nay.
Okay.
Motion carries. Thank you. Good to do that.
To sell.
All right. Discuss, take possible action selling excess SCBA equipment.
So this one's a little touchy. So I made calls around to the people that sold us in ESD1, the packs that we would want to go to here. They don't take that equipment. So we're kind of at a limbo where we have people that may want to buy them at other agencies around here, and we can explore that option. The other option is doing the auction route, just like that, perhaps. The problem with that is we don't know how much we're going to get for it. So
How many of them are we trying to sell?
we have 24. So we have the option of selling all of them or half of them.
24 packs and what, 46 bottles now? 49. We did find some.
Yep.
That's
And then-
24 that you're ready to let go.
We're looking at maybe 12. That way we can keep 12 of them for volunteers.
And how many bottles would you keep on with that? Half of that, 49?
We keep 24.
And keep 24 and 24? I mean, 12 and 24?
And then 12 masks. And then we have 2 RIT packs that are rescue packs. Keep one of those. So we do a bundle of 12 packs, 24 bottles, 6 masks, and 1 RIT pack as a bundle.
Can those bottles also be used for scuba? No.
Is there anything to be said like 2 in the hand's worth more than 1 in the bush? Yeah, whatever that saying
The old
is. I mean, because
saying.
we own these right now. Is there any chance that they're more beneficial for us to keep than to get rid of?
We can.
And we can keep them. We're not going to use them necessarily, but they're only good for 10 years, correct?
Correct.
They're only good for 10 years. And if we can keep what we need and possibly recoup some of that money, like maybe from another fire department that's looking to buy some, maybe we can get fair market. How would you find out fair market value of what a set would be, a pack and bottles?
A full set ranges about $5,000 a pop.
Used or brand new?
That's used.
Used.
For pack, bottle, mask.
Because didn't we spend $225?
Oh, we spent $200,000 buying
Yeah,
them.
$225.
But so in the next 10 years, we're not going to need more of these.
No.
There's no chance ESD1 says, y'all need more of these. By the way, buy them from these people we like to use.
And that's kind of what we were trying to get at, was selling the 12 and using that money to buy maybe 6 packs of the universal ones that we use. That way we're not lost. We get 6 more. That way if we get more personnel, more volunteers, they're outfitted with those packs.
And the biggest thing
And it
is,
didn't cost us anything.
yeah, the biggest thing is our packs are not compatible with what these firemen are coming and using. So the only people that would be using them would be volunteers, which right now we have 4.
Okay, so I'm a part to whole kind of gal, so I need to see the big picture. Because right now I was just working in a detail, like, hey, we have extras, let's sell them.
So,
And I struggle with that. I need to see the whole picture first and then tell me the things.
okay, so if we sell them fair market value right now, per pack is $5,000, right? What is it going to cost us if we don't use 24 masks and the bottles? They're going to sit over in their corner. What's it going to cost us to maintain them? Because I assume they've got to be certified yearly.
Yearly.
And what is that annually?
Cost.
Sir?
You're going to have the yearly cost of
So what is that dollar amount, ballpark? What would-
Nancy, we just went over that. I think you had the bill on that, didn't you?
$157.
per,
Is it a quarter?
For all of them or for one?
No, the bill was $157. I don't know.
No, that was for the compressor.
Okay, then I'm wrong.
We'll have to look back on
I'm just,
the invoice.
because
There's
look
going
at
to be
the-
maintenance fees for them, right?
Yeah, they're talking about the maintenance because we have to maintain those as well.
Correct.
Just like they're going to sit over there in a corner. Nobody's going to use them. We have money invested in these apparatuses, but no one is using them. We would have to have 24 volunteers on a regular schedule to utilize those right now.
But why can't they be utilized by ESD1 firefighters?
So say that we go to 471 and have a structure fire. To fill those bottles, and they don't interchange into different packs. So if I go over towards Lacoste and we have to start changing bottles out during the fire, I use one up, I need another one. They don't fit.
We don't have extra bottles on our truck?
We do, but they're not compatible with each other.
Yeah, you're going to want them all compatible. I mean, you're just going to.
It's a totally different brand.
That would give, if we sold the 12, that gives us $60,000. And you said about how much would it be to purchase
About
6?
Because you're going to carry extra
I like
bottles.
that there's a purpose, though.
Yeah, you're
Selling
gonna
them
carry
so we
the-
can get something else. That
Yes.
And if we can't
That helps me see the big picture.
If we can't get them sold, we're going to have to utilize them somehow. But we're not just going to sell them just to sell them. We want to be compatible with other agencies.
Yeah.
So
how
it would
does
be a
that-
wash, and it would get them.
So if
the ones that are
we
compatible.
sell the half of what our inventory is, and then we purchase, then that fund we go and buy, so it's compatible with what we're using within the district. The volunteers will have access to those. Are they going to use the 12 that are going to sit over in the
No,
corner?
that's for them.
The 12 that sit over in the corner?
No, the ones that we would purchase, the 6.
So then
That
what
would
are,
be so they can not have different packs than us.
Right,
Apparatus.
okay.
And we can all just use the
So
same.
then what would we use the extra 12 for? Is that what you're getting at?
Huh?
The 12 that are left, what will we use them?
That's what I'm,
Training.
Just
yeah.
training.
just training. Okay.
As of now, we're using them for training daily, but we're only using maybe 4 of them.
Okay.
Are they that much different? Bless you. Are they that much different that it causes a problem training with something that they're not going to use in the field?
It's just the connection to the regulator is only different.
Okay.
And they need to know each one.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that makes sense.
Any further discussion? Abby, you feel good?
Well, I don't want to just send them to the auction.
No.
No, that's not our
Do you
choice
think
right
you
now.
can find-
We're going to try to sell them first.
There's some interested
Well, make sure.
parties. We just
Battalion
gotta
is
do-
one of them.
Yeah, we're not going to give authorization to auction
And we
until we
have
find
some
out if we can sell them.
free
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's just the money issue right now.
Are we gonna?
Natalia looking for?
They haven't said.
Are we trying to try to piece them out here to their different agencies, or we're just going to try to sell them all in one pop?
We'd like to do it all in one pot.
I
A
agree
nice
with,
package, right? With the
I would say in that package, we do it all. That's my suggestion.
It's just going to take a little bit of time. I need to shop it around and get what we can for it.
Yeah. Okay.
You good?
Yes.
Then I would say we need a motion to explore the selling of them to an individual buyer before we explore the auction.
Or before we explore splitting them up. I don't know, do you think auction is even an option?
It's an option. It's just not a guarantee.
You're not going to
what
get
you're
much.
gonna get for them.
You could get
Yeah,
like
you won't
nothing
get it.
out of them. So I think what we need to do is make a motion to explore selling them as a package, selling the 12 as a package, and if that is not attainable, then to split them up to get full price or as much as we can for them
I mean,
before going to auction.
I don't want to make that full motion. I think we just look to sell them all together. Fine, or split up. Fine, but I don't want to send them to the auction. You don't know what you're going to
No,
get.
that's why I don't want
That's what he's saying.
to. No, I don't want to make the motion up to that.
So we just entertain a motion to,
to sell them, whether
Sell them.
in whole or in part.
in part or whole, but
Not
no
auction.
not auction,
Yeah.
no auction.
Okay.
I'll make that motion then.
Already said.
There it is.
I have a motion
Whatever Abby can understand, we
to
got.
sell the SCBA equipment in whole or in part, but not at an auction.
Correct.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I thought you made the
Any further discussion?
No, Ken made the motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Motion carries. All right, new business. Discuss and take possible action to approve paying for training equipment for a grant.
So as of now, we have 2 possible grants that we could utilize. One that has already been accepted by the previous admin, and that's for $10,000. That's for training aids. That's a 100% reimbursed option. We have some paperwork out to see if we can get some things approved. 2 of them were for row machines for physical training. So the only thing I would need approval for was pretty much front the money. So write the check for it, and then the forestry service will reimburse you.
Those are the grants from.
Those high quality
Correct.
row machines. You gotta get together.
They're $1,000 a pop.
How sure are you that they're allowable from the grant?
I already have the paperwork in to request it. I'm not sure if it's going to be approved, but the last I saw, the 14th, they were going to review it. So they're reviewing it right now. If not, there's other equipment we can utilize in that.
So we would say like pending approval by the grant program.
Correct.
Yeah, it's 100% reimbursement, so if we don't.
As long as you get the right thing that they're allowing you to get.
You're not buying the equipment, right, and then getting reimbursed?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you are?
You have to buy it first and get
You
reimbursed.
have to do it that way?
Yes.
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 If you don't
According to
want,
the
you're not
grant.
going to buy it until you have to buy it before you can get approved for the grant?
No.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You're not going to buy it until you know the grant's been approved.
Well, the grant's been approved.
Oh, okay. So
It's just that certain item is a kind of out-of-the-box item that we have to approve. So that request is in. As soon as they send approval for it, we can buy the stuff.
We got to make
Send them
sure.
the invoice for it.
Oh, okay.
We have to make sure that the money has no money has been used out of that account.
It hasn't.
For sure.
For sure, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Because I know there was some used on other accounts, but
That was a
Okay,
different
that's a
grant.
different grant.
I was
They're
gonna
all, this grant is $10,000. The grant previous, that's already taken care of, and it has nothing to do with this one. They
That was
all
a-
come out
That was-
different, separately.
it was separate from what I
Yes.
was talking
That
about.
was a FEMA
Yes.
grant.
Okay, let's.
Okay. All right.
But I'm confused on, we're going to write a check and then we are going to get reimbursed, but we don't know if we are going to get reimbursed. I'm sorry, I'm just.
You are going to get reimbursed if we can purchase a certain item.
They just
We're
have
not
to
going to
get.
purchase it until we know we're allowed to purchase it.
They have to get approval. Once they get approval,
Now it's
that
my
means
turn to
we'll
tell
get.
you guys how it
Well,
works.
I just heard we're going to cut a check for
Okay, so
10,000.
if
So
the
that's
rowing machines are not in this grant, he has other stuff that he's going to order to fill the grant, because that's like free money from
yes.
the forestry service.
Okay, I get that. I
Okay,
just
so yes.
talking about we are going to get reimbursed or we're not. I got a little confused on that. I
100% you will.
100%.
Yeah.
I didn't think that's why I was asking questions. I was, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, thanks.
So there's one more
All right.
that I wanted to address just for future, and this may come up in the next meeting. We had another one that we put in a grant for was $25,000. That one is 95% reimbursed. And that's for fire and rescue equipment. That one is actually pretty big, where we could save a lot of money for the ESD. Is recently we had the thermal imaging cameras that went down. Some of them are leaking battery acid. They're not very well reacted to water. So they're starting to get damaged, and they're from 2017. So those are going to have to be replaced. This grant is for those exact type of items.
Great.
So we got a bid for it at, what was it, $6,100
Yes.
for those items. It's a bundle with one big one, two small ones that everybody on the truck will be able to carry one.
Great.
This would be 95% coverage on that. Whereas I'd be requesting $6,100 from you guys.
You're requesting 5% of that after it's reimbursed.
Correct. So that would save a lot of money on something that's much needed.
That's awesome.
And do you need us to approve that one as well now?
Not yet. The funding meeting is on the 13th of February.
Okay.
So they'll meet, see if they're going to fund it. If they do, then we can.
So once they approve the funding, then we write the check and then we get reimbursed that
95%.
on the 95% and the other as well. Okay.
So this is a separate grant, though.
Yeah, I know 2 separate grants. I get it.
And it's a process. It takes about 6 weeks.
Okay.
But yes, you do get reimbursed.
So is that a one-time use? Or like say you buy those now, can you buy other pieces of equipment later and they'll still pay you 95%?
Once it's funded, you can fund it.
Okay.
And one other item that we do need is a 4 gas meter. That's for gas detection. We're going to have to replace that soon, too.
So I'm
And that can be
thinking
funded.
further on down the road, if we purchase a new fire truck, we have to outfit it. Would it work for something like that?
25,000 once we use it, we'll be
This is a $25,000 grant altogether? Okay.
5% of that, because we'll pay 5%.
So when y'all get grants, you don't have to spend it all right then. You just have to prove what you spend it for.
Well, you have a certain period you can't spend.
We're paying 5% of the 95.
But do they keep track of what you spend it on? You have to submit each one of those?
Each one separate.
Empty. That account's empty. Then you apply for more grants.
That's only 25,000. So once you accumulate that, then it's done.
Okay, so if you guys are in favor, it sounds like we don't need to take action on this newest one, the $25,000 grant.
No.
But we do need to take action on the $10,000 grant. If y'all are in favor of that, I need a motion for that.
I make a motion to approve the money for the grant
The question is,
to purchase if the equipment's acceptable. But if it's the Forest Service, you'd think a rowing thing would have to get to the lake to get to the other side, right?
For the dinghy.
So if we approve the 10,000, and then you see if it's, you will let us know what the invoice is for that we're going to be fronting the money for. And so we don't actually write any check out until we get that.
Right.
Not until it's approved.
Okay. You can second it?
so are we approving it for this particular purchase, or are y'all approving 10,000 for anything allowable under the grant?
10,000, anything allowed?
10,000, anything allowable under the grant.
Yeah.
10,000
Because
for anything
10,000
allowable
is
under the grant.
reimbursable.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so I think we would want to say that.
We need to state that in the motion.
Okay, then we're going to approve the 10,000 for applicable equipment
As long as it's
as
reimbursed.
long as it's reimbursed.
I'll second it.
All right. I have a motion to approve $10,000 for a reimbursable grant that we will pay for the grant as long as the equipment is approved and reimbursable. I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. All right. Vote on positions for each board member for the coming year. All right. I nominate Jeff for president.
Okay.
Motion denied.
Anybody
Oh, wait a
second
minute.
that?
I second it.
Decline the nomination.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I would ask, first off, is everybody comfortable where they are, or would they like to do anything different? Or
Does anybody want to
No.
be the secretary?
does
I
anybody
think
want to
you're
be
doing
secretary?
just a smashing job, young lady.
You think anybody
Nobody
wants to
can do
take
it
that
better.
job away from you?
You're doing it awesome.
You got to mess it up
That's why
before
everybody
somebody
has a
goes.
chance.
Yeah, that's right.
Have the joy that you have.
You guys this?
Then, I could be wrong here, but I think the motion could be as generic as just everybody stays where they are. For the
I make a
upcoming
motion
year.
that everyone stays in position they've been appointed to previously.
I'll second that.
I have a motion. I have a second. Any further discussion?
No.
All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed say nay. Motion carries. Okay. Discuss and take possible action to approve meal and parking reimbursements for safety conference. Anybody want to speak to that?
I will.
Okay.
Okay, so I understand the per diem, that ESD1 would actually cut you a check before you go to the conference for the per diem, right? And then we would reimburse them for all of that. The only thing about that kind of gives me a little bit of the heebie-jeebies is, well, for one thing, why flow it through ESD1 when we could just request reimbursement from our own ESD board? But the other thing is, typically, I'll say in school districts where we're working with tax money, right? We're very, very careful that we never ever touch gift of public funding, right? So gift of public funding is whenever you give anybody money that's not used for the purpose of whatever the case may be, right? So I tend to lean towards I would want to actually just hand receipts to Ms. Pepper and have those totals from what I actually spent. I don't want to receive any gift of public funds ever in my life. And so I know that they have a procedure written up, right? It's done. It's above board. If y'all have a procedure, if ESD1 has a procedure written up, it is above board. I just feel like, in my opinion, best practices, I would rather be reimbursed for actual expenses.
So we're talking about for just meals and parking. Or are we talking about across the board?
We're talking about meals and parking because we're using ESD1 to book hotels and do the registration.
So that's all being handled.
Didn't use Trivago.
Plus, there's going to be a couple of meals that, like if you stay for Wednesday night, there's a meal, and then Friday night. And those will be a shared cost with all the SDs.
Yeah, that's part of the conference, I guess.
Well, it's not the conference, it's a shared cost with the SD.
Okay.
So they will bill us, when they send us the bill for the conference fee and the hotel, that is our part. They will also have some.
So I tend to agree with Abby, working for the state. Basically, we go to conferences and we bring back receipts for parking or meals, something like that, and we get reimbursed for that. So I don't have an issue with that personally.
The only thing is, I think that ESD won't be able to reimburse tax. So your pre-tax amount is what they would reimburse. That's fine with me. I don't mind paying my own tax.
I'm not opposed to paying my own meal and paying the parking myself anyway. Not
Exactly. If you're going to ask for reimbursement, I'd rather ask for reimbursement than accept it per diem.
I'm not concerned about reimbursement for that.
Just keep your receipt.
They might charge you $50.
Absolutely, if that's what you need.
It's around 47, 48
It's
is what I
pretty
was told.
expensive.
For
Parking.
42, 48.
per day?
I think I don't know if it's a one-time charge, which I can find out, but that's what the whole thing I read.
That's like
Typically, you
hotel
would pay
parking.
that much to park, and they'll get your vehicle out for you and bring you back and forth and all that stuff.
It's just like you pay it, and then as long as you're stayed there, it's good.
Yeah, it's there for the hotel parking, because it's usually $10 a day.
Is that not included in our tab
No.
with the hotel?
No,
It's not on there.
It's a separate deal.
Probably
They like
40
this.
for that.
They love
Depends on where you
And that's part of what your lovely per diem helps you cover, right?
This is going to be where at the AT&T
I'll just keep
Center?
the
No, sir, Henry.
Henry Gonzalez.
There's a parking lot right across the thing from there, corner one, market parking.
Well, you have the one for the
I'm going to just
malls,
fill y'all in.
right?
The whole entire state of Texas is coming to this.
Right. You want
These, like, if you get a parking spot, keep it walk everywhere you need to go.
Right.
I know Ms. Pepper, we talked earlier, I feel that 100%. That's just my experience to this is if you move your car, somebody's going to take it.
Yeah.
It's that simple. And
Reimburse your scooter
everybody is there. Yes. Just my experience. I don't know.
You want a hotel room. You want to be able to.
And that's why we
put your
wanted to
car.
book ahead of time, and we were on the phone first thing because they book so fast that you never get what you need to get.
But there's some generic parking around there besides the
Good luck.
hotel that you can park.
If
It's
you can find it.
expensive.
If you
Hopefully
can-
we'll park
yeah,
Wednesday
yeah.
night.
That's really
Make it
cool.
up Saturday.
Yes, sir. Or you ride with somebody and then your husband takes you on Saturday.
Well, that would be uncomfortable. What would my wife say?
I know you don't lie.
Okay, I was just going to ask, do you have any comments on that or about us doing it? I mean, fine, right, whatever. Yeah. I don't.
I think, what did Ford?
I'm
Ford,
fine.
they did.
And they did different because they cut checks and it was per diem and mileage. And in my previous life, we'll just go with that, per diem was done on the IRS schedule.
Yes.
I totally understand what y'all are saying. So to me, it didn't seem like that because that's what you're entitled to for what you do. And there's a whole schedule under IRS for what per diem is, and you get mileage from your house to where you're going for however many days you travel, and they're going up there and then coming back on Saturday. So that's why, and they cut the checks for the day that we're going up there. That's the date that they dated it.
Yeah.
Not anything sooner, just in case something happens and you don't go back. But they put that in their stipulations too, that if you don't go, you have to reimburse the ESD right then and there.
Because they had somebody that did not reimburse.
Yes, correct.
So you can go to the.
So everybody
GSA
here is okay with fronting it and getting reimbursed, and bringing receipts.
I would also note, though, there is like the IRS, where the GSA, the U.S. General Services Admin, they'll give you per diem rates based on your city, state, zip code, et cetera, like what dates you're going and all those things. They'll tell you, hey, you really shouldn't be reimbursing people for more than $25 for lunch, right? Or whatever. What ESD1 is doing is giving you the whole per diem. What this does, it says you should be reimbursing not more than $25 for lunch, $30 maybe for dinner, right? If you go above that, so if you spend $40 at dinner, you only request reimbursement for the $30. But if you decide to have a salad for $5 at lunch, you only request reimbursement for the $5 salad instead of getting $25 handed to you. Does that make sense? So I do think we should still say, if we're going to use the GSA, I have it pulled up right here. Like I could send everybody, this is the amounts that we're going to use, but
Well,
that
I think
way
if we're going
We
to.
can't go to Ruth's Chris and get reimbursed for that.
you can, but only up to
Only for your salad.
Yeah, if you're lucky. I think we do need to know what the dollar amounts are, just because I have to do that for my job. I know exactly how much I can spend, so I think we need to know that.
All right. Can you make a motion to what you just
I can
proposed?
make a motion. Okay, so let's see. I move that the board utilize the GSA, General Services Administration, for per diem meal reimbursement for the safety conference and any other conferences that we may attend or travel that we may incur, and that we also may request reimbursement for parking for whatever the cost is for that. It's not going to be.
I'll second that.
There you go. All right. I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carries. Okay. That's the fun part. We get to acknowledge our next meeting. This one threw me off. Last Tuesday I was like, I'd planned something else and I was like, it hit me and I don't like it. It's 6:49. Oh crap! Our ESD meeting's tonight. I was getting ready to start texting y'all. Sorry, I ain't gonna make it. I look at the calendars because we're in the first spell. It was on a Friday or whatever it was. That really threw me off. Okay, so February would be the 17th. Same time, same place.
Pull Did you get a phone call from ESD4 president?
Oh, yeah.
Our bad. We forgot.
No.
Sorry.
There's
Who is the ESD4 president? Is it Steve or who is it?
Yes,
Steve?
sir. Steve.
Did you want to start that out?
No, I'll let you. I mean, there was at ESD4 meeting the other night. They were talking about the chief's,
The wraparound?
the wrap for a vehicle.
So we're getting an ambulance wrap for ESD4, and we're going to get my rig, the command vehicle, wrapped as well. They proposed that since they bought that, but we're utilizing it for 2 and 4, if y'all might want to go half on it to cover that wrap, or since they bought it, buy the full wrap.
What does
what's
it
the
say?
cost?
That's one thing that we'll have to address.
So
What would you want on it?
What was the question?
I'm just curious, like, how I'm curious how it's worded that it encompasses both. I don't have a recommendation. I'm just curious.
So I know that. Well, go ahead. You have a.
Since I was at the meeting,
I heard it was
and
30,000.
honestly, I didn't know anything about it
Well-
till we got to the meeting. So
I thought it was going to be because he said he was going to call you.
there's a wrap for his vehicle. Wasn't it like $5,200 or something?
$5,949.
I was close. So $5,900, let's say, just round number. Do I have to say who said it at the meeting? I'll just say a person at the meeting brought up that they think that ESD2 should share the cost of the wrap since it's for the chief that's for both 2 and 4.
I'll have a call with Pat.
And that
It wasn't Patrick.
the reason behind that was
Figured it would be.
that 4 had purchased a car to start with.
For 30,000.
So I don't even think that has personally, because I didn't say much about this at the meeting, but I don't think who bought it should be part of the discussion. We're talking about the wrap. Like, I think that it has just the wrap.
Yeah.
I think we should forget who bought the car because it's
I don't have a problem sharing. I mean, we're sharing the vehicle. We're sharing. I mean, we're sharing the chief. I mean,
So-
back and forth. So
Let me back up for a minute because there was a lot of discussion about names on vehicles and apparatus and stuff like that. So my understanding, and I will be officially, I'll put it out there, I don't care what name is on it. I think it needs to be Medina County because that's what we are. We are servicing the taxpayers of Medina County, period. Yes, we have different districts, but I like the fact that, if I remember right, Chief Cook said something about redoing patches and logos and stuff like that. I don't. But maybe you can remind us of what the intention or what his plan was, or we were looking at. Because I know on all patches you've got Myco and Castroville and Lacoste, and now you're including Devine, stuff like that. So, what was
One motto that he and a lot of us live by is it's Medina County.
that is right?
We don't much see boundaries. You know, we're not going to go into somebody else's district without asking, but it's Medina County. So, yes, we all have our ESDs, but we all should be working together, and that should be Medina County as a whole. So we did develop a patch, and it's on the ambulances that are over there now that just has Medina County. It doesn't have Myco or all that on
So the only way that, as far as I'm concerned, moving forward, if we're going to pay for the wrap on that vehicle, it's going to say Medina County, not ESD4.
Let's say fire chief?
If
or
we,
I don't know why it would say anything different. What your patch is? I mean, that makes sense to me.
It'll say command on it.
command?
Yeah, I'm
say
sure it's
command.
command
Well,
like that.
you weren't at the meeting the other night. The meeting the other night was adamant from the board member that he wanted ESD4 on everything.
Well, you don't always get everything you want.
Well,
Cry me a river.
Well,
I'm making it. Hold on a minute. I'm making this very
I
clear
understand.
because it's going to be
No,
in the
I get it.
in this recording right now.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
And I don't see this is. Yeah, I get it. We're all taxpayers, and some are paying more than others, depending on what district you are, so forth and so on. But at the end of the day, this is Medina County, not ESD4 or ESD2. we're doing a lot of positives here with what we're accomplishing here with this agency and with what we're doing with ESD1 together as a whole. So, as far as I'm concerned, I don't want it needs to say Medina County on it.
For us to pay for half.
If we're going to pay for half, that's how I want
If
to
they insist it's Medina County 4, then they got $6,000 in a wrap.
Right.
They don't want that, and it's not going to be that.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think I'm going to have to get used to this.
Yeah.
I don't think the board all had that same feeling, but it was being loud about it should have 4 on everything that 4 pays for.
Yes.
And I'm not saying it's wrong. That was that person's opinion.
Well, I think
But I
it's
don't
pretty
think
clear
the
here, so
board
I would,
was
if you want to make a
all
motion to that,
on
Jerry, I would
board
make a
with it.
motion to it, and let's move on.
Oh, can we do that since it's not on the agenda?
No, I think it has to.
I'm sorry?
Does this fall, is this, oh, it's Ms. Pepper, she's got more experience than me. Does it fall
It's
under
going to fall
other, on VFD business or other?
It can.
under ESD1, other.
No.
Oh, that's what I meant, ESD1.
ESD1 on the other part at number 5?
Number 5 where it says
Yeah,
other.
Yes.
Fleet report.
Yeah, fleet report.
There you go.
Okay. I make a motion that we approve our to pay the dollar amount for the wrap for the command vehicle.
One half of it.
One half of that, and stated that it will say Medina County, no other verbiage on it other than that, or your command on that.
Like up to 6, or
Up
up to 3,000?
to, is it up to 3,000, or is it up?
59.
59.49.
That's including
Is
tax.
that our part, or is that or is that half of that?
That would be the full part. So
That's the
yours
full
would be
part.
half of that.
So we're willing to pay half of that.
59.49 is total. Okay, there's
You
no
could say up to 3.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, well,
could
that's
say
the
up
whole
to
wrap.
Up to
We
3.
we say up to 3,000.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
I know that was kind of ugly.
All right. I have a motion to pay for half of the wrap for command vehicle to be shared between ESD2 and ESD4, and that ESD2 is willing to pay for half of that as long as the wrap only states Medina County and does not state any specific ESD. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? A motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carries. Thank you, Jerry. All right.
So what about the other SUV that we have? The one that we have?
That'll just stay the way it is now.
Okay. Just does that still have markings on it?
Yeah, it has a Devine patch on it.
At some point,
We can do whatever y'all want to with it. We can remove anything,
Because how's it being utilized now?
IT and maintenance.
But that's IT and maintenance for all of ESD1?
Everything.
ESD2.
well, is it ESD2 or is it all?
No, that's all
Medina?
ESD1.
Oh, we could do a Medina County then.
It's Medina County, yeah.
Yeah, but
Is that
is it worth spending $6,000 just to make it?
Well, I don't think
Change it?
the wrap you're talking about is going to really cover the whole vehicle, correct?
Correct.
And all we'd be talking about is a patch,
Correct.
Oh,
which we can probably address when we address changing patches on our
We're
fire
talking about at
apparatus.
some point.
At some point.
Yeah, I
something.
can get a patch made at Bailey's on pretty quickly.
Yeah.
okay, that's a little
They
different.
already
Yeah, it's not the whole wrap.
okay.
It's not the, we're not looking at. I'm talking about the whole wrap.
Okay. All right.
I just that way they're in sync.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna get something up next time, maybe.
Well, under item number 9, I'm happy to acknowledge February 17th is our next meeting.
Thank you. All right. We all in favor of February 17th?
Wait. I got something else I got to add. I know. Will you, Chief Powers, work on? I know there was some discussion some months ago about 2 and 4 having a committee where we meet with you on a regular basis, because it does seem like ESD4 throws out comments about what they want us to do, and we're getting ahead of ourselves on a lot of things at times.
How many members?
I think
We talked about 2 on each.
There was 2 on each, 2 from 4, 2 from here. I was willing to do that. I think Ken, unless somebody else wants to do it, Ken and I were willing to be part
Yeah,
of
on the
that.
board. That's good.
Hey, I know, right?
I know.
Hey, we have one of the board members here.
That's right. Absolutely.
I would do it.
But I think that way we can discuss these things instead of, hey, this is what we're doing, and you owe half.
Yeah.
I mean, not that
it's
they really
just-
did it that way, but
I just
it
think
avoids
that we need to be, had this agreed that we would, and you may not have been at that meeting, and maybe it was you, I don't remember, but that we could have some of those conversations with you. You could get some ideas, we could talk about some, because I know that we go to the meetings, we keep hearing more about, hey, we're going to do this, we need to do that, and who's going to pay for this, like Ken said. So I think if we come together and kind of have some conversation, then we can bring that back to the board rather than me sitting there at the ESD4 meeting and, hey, we're going to do this.
I'll get it going.
They're not my real mom.
That might have, I think,
All right.
be okay.
I'll accept a motion to adjourn this meeting then.
I'll make a motion we adjourn.
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, be quiet.
Look at that, only
See you on the
8:15.
17th.
Only 8:15. Look at us go.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Almost back. We have some checks to sign.
Jerry calls.
Much better.